numbers. The powers are fractions. Powers are rational fractions. So they are rational powers. So therefore, numerator, the base is same. So if the problem is in this form, you can write the answer as n into a power n minus 1. 81 minus 81 becomes 0. Denominator 3 square 6, 6 2 is 18. 18 minus 15, 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. So the students repeatedly we factorize the numerator, then we factorize the denominator. Then suppose in the place of x, if you put minus 2, it becomes 0 by 0. Welcome to the session, dear students. Today we'll go ahead with the problems of limits and derivatives, exercise problems. And before that, let me give a brief introduction. So we use theorem. So let us recollect the theorems. We also have to learn the derivations also. So now theorem. Limit x tends to a, x power n minus a power n divided by x minus a is n into a power n minus 1. Dear students, when the problem is in this form, x tends to a, x power n minus a power n by x minus a, answer is n into a power n minus 1. So we have derivation of this also. And here you can see x is tending to a, that is the denominator, difference of this. Numerator, the base is same. So if the problem is in this form, you can write the answer as n into a power n minus 1 without applying limit directly. This is the answer. Then we have sandwich theorem. Sandwich theorem, that is limit theta tends to 0 or x tends to 0, whatever, sin theta by theta. Here if you take theta, here also is 1. Similarly, limit theta tends to 0, tan theta by theta is also 1. Sin theta by theta or tan theta by theta is what? 1. Here in the place of theta, if you put 0, it will become sin 0 by 0, it will be 0 by 0. You know, I taught you in my last class, 0 by 0 is mathematically indeterminate. We should never get that. So what you should do, you have to simplify. Instead of that, we can use this formula. Theta tends to 0 means inside sign and denominator and this, all three should be same. Limit x tends to 0, sin x by x is 1. Limit x tends to 0, tan x by x is also 1. So we'll make use of these two theorems wherever necessary. Now, the first problem, limit, evaluate the following. We will continue the problems of exercise 13.1. Evaluate the following limits in the exercise 8 to 14. So problem 8, limit x tends to 3, x power 4 minus 81 by 2x square minus 5x minus 3. I can write it as limit x tends to 3. Numerator x power 4 minus 81. Dear students, in the place of x, if you put 3, 3 power 4 is 81. 81 minus 81 becomes 0. Denominator 3 square 6, 6 2 is 18. 18 minus 15, 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. Suppose in the place of x, if you put 3, say, first limit x tends to 3 means directly if you want, in the place of x, if you put 3, it will become 3 power 4 minus 81 divided by here 2 into 3 square minus 5 into 3 minus 3. Numerator 3 power 4 is 3 3s are 9, 3s are 27, 3s are 81. 81 minus 81. Denominator 3 square 9, 9 2s are 18, 18 minus 15, 3 minus 3. So this will be 0 by 0. So mathematically indeterminate. Directly if you apply limit, we will get mathematical indeterminate. So we should not do this. So this is a wrong method. So we cannot directly apply limit. So we will get 0 by 0. We should not get 0 by 0. So don't consider this. So therefore, what we are supposed to do? Directly in the place of x, if I put 3, I am getting 0 by 0, but limit should not give you 0 by 0. So therefore, what you are supposed to do is simple. So we have to simplify. We will factorize. Numerator is x power 4 minus 84. Can I write it as x square minus 81 can be written as, or x power 4 minus 80 power 4. First, let us factorize. So before we apply limit, let us factorize. So we'll take separately numerator and we'll take separately denominator and we'll factorize. So numerator we can convert it into a square minus b square form. So can I write x power 4? I am taking numerator x power 4 minus 81. Can I write it as x power 4 minus 9 square? This can be written as 9 square. That is, this can be written as x square whole square. Power 4 in law of indices, power 4 can be written as whole square. So now I'll write this as x square whole square. So I'll write it as x square whole square. So it is in the form a square minus b square. A square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. Further, you can write it as x square minus 9 into x square plus 9. You cannot simplify x square plus 9, but this again you can simplify. Can I write this as x square minus, instead of 9 I'll write 3 square, and this term let it be x square plus 9. Dear students, now this is a square minus b square. All of you know what is a square minus b square. A square minus b square is what? A plus b into a minus b. A minus b into a plus b, or a plus b into a minus b. So I can write this as x plus 3 into x minus 3 into x square plus 9. So the given numerator, that is x power 4 minus 81 value we got. What is x power 4 minus 81? X power 4 minus 81 after factorization it got reduced. There are two techniques. We can convert it into theorem also. So now I got numerator. This is the numerator. What is numerator? X power 4 minus 81. I wrote x power 4 minus 81 as x power 4 minus 81. X square I wrote x square whole square. 81 can be written as 9 square. Further, this 9 can be written as 3 square. Repeatedly we used a square minus b square. A square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. Now we'll go with the next case, that is denominator 2x square minus 5x minus 3. 2x square minus 5x minus 3. So middle term factorization, 2 3s are 6. What are the factors for 6? That gives you minus 5. I can take minus 6 if you multiply 2 into minus 3. So I'll take minus 3 minus 2. Minus 3 minus 2 becomes plus 6, but we need minus 6. So 6 into 1 you can take. 6 ones or 6 is the other set of factor, but I need minus 5. So I'll take minus 6 and 1. So minus 6 into 1 is minus 6, minus 6 plus 1 is minus 5. So I'll do middle term factorization. So it will become 2x square minus 6x plus 1x minus 3. Take out 2x common. If you do that, it will become x minus 3. Take 1 common. So it will become again x minus 3. Now take x minus 3 common. It will become 2x plus 1. So we have done middle term factorization. So numerator can be written like this. So now we got the value of numerator. So now we'll go back to the problem. We'll substitute to get the answer. So now you got this as a numerator. So we'll consider the problem now. Till now we have not applied limit. We'll simplify the problem and we'll apply limit. Limit x tends to, they give 3. Numerator was x power 4 minus 81 and denominator was 2x square minus 5x minus 3. This is a given problem. I can write this as, without applying limit, I'll write it as limit x tends to 3. Numerator can be written as x plus 3, x minus 3, x square plus 9. X plus 3 into x minus 3 into x square plus 9 by factorization. Denominator can be written as x minus 3 into 2x plus 1. X minus 3 into 2x plus 1. So dear students, you can cancel the like terms before you apply limit. So x minus 3 and x minus 3 cancels. So now whatever left out, for that you apply limit. Now apply limit. Limit extends to 3 means in the place of x put 3. So here this will become 3 plus 3 and this is gone, and now this is 3 square plus 9 divided by 2 into 3 plus 1. 3 plus 3 is 6. 3 square 9. 9 plus 9 is 18 divided by 2 3 is 6. 6 plus 1 7. So finally you got the answer. 2 3 is 6 plus 1. So now 3 square 9, 9 plus 9 is 18. 3 plus 3 is 6. Further you cannot simplify this. So multiply the numerator and write. Not 8 by 7. Dear students, repeatedly we factorize the numerator, then we factorize the denominator, then we cancel the like terms, then we simplify it, and then you apply limit. Directly if you apply limit, you will get 0 by 0, which is not possible. So I have to simplify. I took numerator separately and I factorized. Then I took denominator separately and I factorized. Then I wrote the value of numerator as factors and denominator as factors, and common factors will cancel. Remaining factors you apply limit. What is meant by limit extends to 3? In the place of x, put 3. So now limit extends to 0, ax plus b divided by cx plus d, means in the place of x put 0. So limit they gave x is tending to 0, ax plus b by cx plus d plus 1, sorry. So in the place of x, if I put 0, a into 0 plus b divided by c into 0 plus 1. So if this is 1, so 0 plus b by c plus c 0 is a 0 plus 1. So answer is b by 1 or b. That's the limit. Further, z tends to 1, z power 1 by 3 minus 1 by z power 1 by 6 minus 1. Dear students, observe this carefully. The powers are not whole numbers. The powers are fractions. Powers are rational fractions. So they are rational powers. So therefore, you have to convert it into theorem form. So before we go to this, first become thorough with the theorem. What is the theorem? So theorem is limit x tends to a, x power n minus a power n divided by x minus a is n into a power n minus 1. See here, x is tending to a, denominator is difference of these two. Numerator base is difference of these two. So therefore, you have to observe and make the problem to reduce to standard form. Because in the place of z, if you put 1, 1 power anything is 1. Suppose if you directly want to apply limit, suppose if you directly apply a limit, z tends to 1 means in the place of 1 put 1 by 1 by 3 minus 1 by 1 power 1 by 6 minus 1, 1 minus 1 by 1 minus 1, that is 0 by 0. So this is 0 by 0, that is also mathematical indeterminate. So this is a wrong method. So if I apply 0 by 0, I am getting, so if I apply z plus 1, I am getting 0 by 0. I told you it is an indeterminate, so we have to simplify this. So limit z is tending to 1. So z power 1 by 3 is there. Here 1 is there. I can write 1 as 1 power 1 by 3. 1 power any number is 1. Z power 1 by 6 is there. 1 power, see here I saw 1 by 6, I will write 1 by 6. Now if you see the denominator x minus a is missing, what we do is we will divide. So now the problem reduced. Limit z is tending to 1 and numerator we have z power 1 by 3 and 1 was given. I wrote 1 as 1 power 1 by 3 seeing this power, and denominator z power 1 by 6 was there, and I am writing this as 1 power 1 by 6 seeing this power. So after you observe this, denominator z minus 1 is missing. So divide numerator and denominator by z minus 1. If you do that, we will get limit z tends to 1, z power 1 by 3 minus 1 power 1 by 3 by z minus 1 divided by z power 1 by 6 minus 1 power 1 by 6 by z minus 1. See dear students, I am dividing numerator and denominator by z minus 1. If I cancel z minus 1, it will be same. Because now it is in standard form, we have algebra of limits. According to algebra of limits, so limit if it is x tends to a, if you have f of x by g of x, if you have numerator by denominator, you can apply limit separately for numerator, and then you can also apply limit separately for denominator. Limit extends to a f of x by g of x can be written as limit extends to a f of x numerator by limit extends to a denominator. So if you have you can separately apply limit for numerator and denominator. Same thing we'll do here. Apply limit separately for numerator. So it will become limit x tends to, sorry, z tends to 1, z power 1 by 3 minus 1 power 1 by 3 divided by z minus 1. Similarly, apply limit for denominator. So it will become limit z tends to 1 and z power 1 by 6 minus 1 power 1 by 6 by z minus 1. Now in the place of z you put 1. So it will, now it is in the form of limit, standard form. What is the form? X tends to a, x power n minus a power n by x minus a is n into a power n minus 1. Here in the place of n we have 1 by 6 into 1 power 1 by 6 minus 1 divided by, and sorry, numerator 1 by 3, apply limit separately for numerator, apply limit separately for denominator. In numerator we'll get 1 by 3 n into a power n minus 1, a means 1, 1 power n minus 1. Denominator also n, what is n? 1 by 6 into a power 1 minus n minus 1, 1 by 6 minus 1. So it will become 1 by 3, 1 power anything is 1 by 1 by 6. Again 1 power anything is 1. So it will become 1 by 3 by 1 by 6. I'll write 6 by 1. 3 ones are 3 twos are. Final answer is 2. So it goes numerator 1 by 6. It will become 6 by 1. So, but we always target to this form. X tends to a, x power n minus e. This and this. Shunt. If these three are same, then answer is n into a power n minus 1. So here in the place of n, I have 1 by 3. In the place of a, I have 1. So n into means 1 by 3 into 1 power 1 by 3 minus 1. 1 power anything is 1. Similarly, in denominator n is 1 by 6, a is again 1. So n into a power n minus 1. Simplify, you'll get 2. Next, limit x tends to 1, ax square plus bx plus c divided by cx square plus bx plus a, where a plus b plus c is not 0, they told. So this is a condition they give. Don't worry about this. Now, limit x means after you apply, you should not get a plus c by a plus b plus c by a plus b plus c. If you get, it is not 0 by 0, because they clearly mentioned ABC are constant such that their sum is not 0. Now, limit x tends to 1 means in the place of x put 1. So it will become a into 1 square plus b into 1 plus c divided by c into 1 square plus b into 1 plus c. That is a plus b plus c. 1 square is 1, a into 1 is 1. 1 square is 1, 1 into c is c, c plus b plus a. You know, addition is commutative. So numerator is in the order a plus b plus c. Denominator also I can write what? C plus b plus c. C plus b plus a is also same as what? A plus b plus c. So both are same. I can cancel. They are not equal. The sum is not 0. That is also given. So it is not 0 by 0. I can cancel. So it is 1. After you apply limit, answer is what? 1. Next we have limit x tends to minus 2, 1 by x plus 1 by 2, x plus 2. So dear students, in the place of x, if you put minus 2, it will become minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, minus 2 plus 2, 0 by 0. Suppose in the place of x, if you put minus 2, it will become 0 by 0. So we should not get 0 by 0. So what we should do? We should reduce it into standard form. X tends to minus 2, and x I will take up, it will become x power minus 1 plus 2 I will take up, it will become 2 power minus 1 divided by x plus 2. Further, limit x tends to minus 2, x power minus 1 plus 2 power minus 1 plus x plus 2. Again, I will write this as x tends to minus 2, x power minus 1 minus of minus 2 power minus 1. Can I write? What is minus of minus? Minus of minus becomes plus divided by x minus of minus 2. Further, this can be written as whole power minus 1 minus 2 power minus 1 divided by, because odd number power is same, so minus of minus 2. Now it is in the form x power n minus a power n by x minus a. In the place of a, you have minus 2, x tends to a. So now it resembles the theorem. What is the theorem? All of you know theorem. What is the theorem? Limit x tends to a, x power n minus a power n by x minus a. Answer is n into a power n minus 1. Now in the place of n, we have minus 1. This is n. In the place of a, we have minus 2. So answer is what? N into a power n minus 1. N means minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 2 power minus n minus 1. That is minus 1 minus 1. So minus 1 into minus 2 power minus 2. That is minus outside, let it be. Minus 2 power, this can be written as minus 1 by 2 or 2 1 by minus 2 the whole square, that is minus 1 by minus 2 the whole square is 4. All of you know a power minus m can be written as 1 by a power m. So that's what we are doing. Minus 2 the whole square is 1 by minus 2 the whole square. Minus 2 the whole square becomes plus 4, so minus 1 by 4. So interesting. Plus here x plus 2 we wrote it as what? X minus of minus 2. Now it is in the form of x minus a is this minus 2. So reducing the given problem to standard form is important. Next, limit x tends to 0 sin ax by sin bx. So limit x tends to 0 sin ax by by bx. Dear students, in the place of x, if you put 0, a into 0 is 0, sin 0 it will become, b into 0 is 0, it will become 0, sin 0 is also 0, 0 by 0. So in the place of x, if you put 0, it will become 0 by 0, convert it into the standard form. So by b, I'll take it out, 1 by b is a constant, take it out, I am left out with limit x tends to 0 of sin ax divided by x. Here if you observe, we have a, but that a is missing here. What you should do, we'll introduce the term. So 1 by b, I took it out, limit x is tending to 0. So it tends to is like z equals to, I want ax, multiply a on both sides, ax tends to a into 0, that is ax tends to what? A zeros are 0. So instead of x tends to 0, I can write ax tends to 0. And already I have sin ax, I am observing what is present inside sin, but here I have ax. So but here we have ax, but here we have x. So we have theorem. What is theorem? Sandwich theorem. Limit theta tends to 0 sin theta by theta is what? 1. Meaning is this part, and this part should be same. Here I have ax, but here I have x. So make this ax. How to make this ax? Divide and multiply by a. The critical step is introduce a into a by a. Now into a, I'll take it out. 1 by b is already there. Into a, you take it out, and now I am left out with limit ax tends to 0 sin ax divided by ax. This numerator a, I took it out because it's constant, you can take it out. A by b. Now you can see this is theta, this is theta, this is theta. Limit theta tends to 0 sin theta by theta means this and this are same and it's tending to 0, so it is 1. So a by b into 1 is a by b. Always try to make the internal term. Inside sign what we have? A. So that's why divide and multiply by what? A. And multiplied a, you take it out, and now sin ax by ax. These two matches, and this sin theta by theta is what? 1. I hope all of you understood. Suppose if you have sin 5x, then divide and multiply by 5. Then limit x tends to 0 sin ax by sin bx. I can write it as limit x tends to 0 sin ax divided by sin bx. This is a given problem. Now divide numerator and denominator by x. So I'll reduce it into standard form. So divide numerator and denominator by x. So it becomes sin ax by x divided by sin bx by x. Now apply limit separately for numerator, and then you can apply limit separately for denominator. So then this will become, that is equal to limit x tends to 0. So numerator sin ax by x, denominator limit x tends to 0 sin bx by x. Now in numerator we have ax, but here we have x. So in numerator divide and multiply by a. Observe the quotient of x. What is quotient of x in numerator? A. So introduce a. So instead of x tends to 0, you can take ax tends to 0. Here sin ax is there and by x is there. Divide and multiply by a. Similarly, instead of x tends to 0, you can say bx tends to 0. Limit bx tends to 0. Introduce b. Sin bx, divide and multiply by b. So we have x here. Divide and multiply by b. In numerator, you take a common and apply limit for what? Ax tends to 0 sin ax by ax. In denominator, you take b out and apply limit for what? Bx tends to 0 sin bx by bx. So you can see this is in standard form. Limit theta tends to 0 sin theta by theta. This is 1. And here limit theta tends to 0 sin theta by theta is also 1. So a into 1 is a, b into 1 is b, a by b is the form. So we observed that here we have ax, here we have bx. So divide and multiply by a, here divide and multiply by b, and x is missing. First introduce x. Divide numerator and denominator by what? X. So if I cancel it with same. Divide numerator and denominator by x is the crucial step. So introduce x, then you go on. So I hope all of you understood this. Please practice these problems. I'll see you in my next session. Thanks for attending. Thank you.